Good morning, friends, and welcome to Unity of Bon Air on a beautiful Sunday morning. We're so blessed to have some guest artists up here, and we'll introduce them a little later. But I want to remind you, if you have a cell phone, if you would please put that on silence, that would be appreciated. We'd like to start things off with a beautiful song called The Goodness of God. I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire. In the darkest nights, you are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. And I have lived in the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. Oh, yeah. And all my life you have been so good. And everything, with every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your goodness is running after me. Your goodness is running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after me. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. I'm gonna sing. I will sing of the goodness of God. Thank you. Let's all stand, thank you, and affirm what we know to be true. God is good, and all is well. Thank you. What a wonderful morning, beyond compare. I feel God's be seated.
Good morning, Unity. Welcome to Unity of Bon Air, where we live and express unconditional love and grow together in peace and prosperity. My name is Reverend Patty, and it is my joy and privilege to serve as the senior minister here, but I'm not doing this alone. I've got every single one of you on our team ministering to each other. Whether this is your first time or your 100th time here, either in person or online, we're so grateful for your presence and participation as we share this time together. We have come as part of love's divine purpose. Isn't that the sweetest thing to just take that in? And it calls us forth to celebrate the love within us and all around us that we call God. In this spirit of community, we unfold in light and love all spiritual and religious gatherings and all people everywhere. So we especially want to welcome any of you who are here for the first time. Please raise your hand so we can bring you a welcome packet. All right, we're all old-timers this morning. And if you're online and you are new, we invite you to go to unitybonair.org and see all the activities that are happening and come join us for one of those. Let's see. Well, oh my God, my joke today. So I was practicing this last night and I started laughing so hard I couldn't even finish it. So I hope we'll do better this morning. So I was going through some Charles Fillmore things on Truth Unity. So here we go. So once a picture of Charles Fillmore was wanted for use on a Unity letterhead at Christmas time. And it took 2 years to get it because he wasn't really big on glorifying personality. But it was only after many friends pleaded with him and begged that he reluctantly agreed to let his picture be taken. So once this happened, he consented. He let the photographers turn him this way and that, and sat patiently while everything was happening. So then he told this story. He said, "I remember the first photograph I ever had taken for Unity," he chuckled. "It was back in the 90s, 1890s. There were about 6 workers in Unity at the time, as I recall. The photographer was fiddling around the way you guys do. So I went into the silence and I was sitting there with my eyes half closed. Suddenly, the photographer said he was ready to take the picture. Then he added, 'I wonder if the gentleman on the left,' which was Charles, 'could look just a little more intelligent.'" Oh my gosh. All right, so let's take a nice breath. Again, letting our shoulders drop. And moving, letting go of this busy, busy mind of ours down into our heart space. Just opening up to the awareness of the love we are. To the awareness of the love in this room. So we just open our hearts and allow our love to pour forth. Allow it to receive all these glorious vibrations. Just know that God is here, right now, in our very midst. We just allow ourselves to rest in that tenderness. And into this circle of love that we're creating, we bring all those whose names are in our prayer box. And our list of members who we're praying for kind of is growing right now, so we're going to hold each of them. This is a friend of Myra, Bev Woolridge, Silas and Taylor and Ethan, Chuck and Diana, Bill and Jennifer, And we're so grateful Bill is here today for the first time in many weeks. For Nancy Green, Teresa, Hannah and Stephen, Ann Marston, Edwina, Jody, Reverend Thelma, Deb, Margot, Captain Tom. And if there is anyone in your circle of beloved ones, if you would like to include them, you may say their name out loud or silently at this time. Michael. Let me just allow ourselves to know that the power of God is alive and well in each one of these beloved ones. The vibrancy of the Christ is the truth of their being. So we see this power, this light, this love filling every cell of their being, filling their consciousness, just calling them forward into the wholeness that is the truth of their being. And then we move beyond just our community into the world. We hold our country that is in the midst of political stuff. We hold it in tenderness and love. Just imagining what it would look like for us to be at peace with one another as we go through this time. And we pray for political leaders around our world, that their hearts be bathed and touched by this power that calls us each to care deeply and realize we're only one, and to take good care of one another. And we think of our hot spots in our world, those places where violence has broken out, and we especially remember the state of Georgia right now as they are reeling from a school shooting. We hold those families in such tender love and care. We think of countries that have been in the midst of violence months and years. And we see for them the possibility of peace. Now we think of our little ones around the world. These faces with such bright eyes shining, such incredibly open hearts full of wonder and curiosity, open to what the moment of life in each moment, and we bless them and see a world for them that allows them to grow up and be the exact expression of the Christ that is theirs to be. And finally, as we close, we take a moment to let a few blessings go across the screen of our mind. Just let our vibration rise up. Feel that sense of gratitude and appreciation filling our beings. Together we say our usual mantra. I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And so it is. So those of you who read the e-news have seen that we're getting back to something we used to do. If you want to have flowers in memory or honor of someone, that we've got a path for doing that with Susan Moncure now. And when we do that, I will announce who they are. So I'm starting off the season with flowers in memory of my mom, whose birthday was Friday, and my brother-in-law, whose birthday is this Wednesday. So you can jump on the bandwagon and arrange with Susan to do that also. And now let's go to our statement of truth. Please affirm with me. There is one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life. God the omnipotent good. More great tunes.
Yeah, let's all stand together. We'll sing together. This is our song. This house is built on love. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to this sacred space. Welcome to this sacred space. See the joy on every face. See the joy on every face. This house is built on love. This house is built on love. This house is built on love. Leave your burdens at the door. Leave your burdens at the door. You're not a stranger anymore. You're not a stranger anymore. This house is built on love. This house is built on love. This house is built on love. Say it loud and say it clear. Say it loud and say it clear. We're so happy that you're here. We're so happy that you're here. This house is built on love. 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 Sing it again. This house is built on love. One more time. This house, oh yeah. This house is built on love.
Check. Good morning, everyone. My name's Jim Birch. I'm a member here at the Unity and also a member of Men of Unity. And I've also been known to shovel a shovel full of mulch once in a while, but I also help in the kitchen. And so, but I'm doing the announcements for Transformational Opportunities today. Today is Spirit Group Sunday. Woo! And so you're going to be hearing a lot about that a little bit later. We have several opportunities for everyone. Patty will be talking about that shortly, so stay tuned. Be ready to sign up after the service. Space is limited, and we're looking forward to seeing you in one of our groups. We also have a Women of Unity meeting today, and Jody is here to share a little bit more about that.
Good morning. We are really excited to have our Women of Unity, typically the second Sunday after fellowship coffee. So sign up for your spirit groups. The theme is self-care. We'll have a lot of fun exercises and things to do. You can come and participate or come and just be part of the crowd. Again, as soon as fellowship coffee and sign up for your spirit groups, we will start Women of Unity today.
So this Wednesday, September 11, we have a very special service planned for World Day of Prayer. Join us here in person or via our live stream on YouTube, and we'll begin at 7 p.m. And before Wednesday, if you'd like to submit a prayer to Silent Unity or listen to a prayer meditation, just go to the website calendar, click on World Day of Prayer. There's a picture there for World Day of Prayer. And you'll find links for those as well as a link to the live stream, okay? Then on this Friday, join us for another great movie night with Dan O'Neill. We're continuing the Rewired series in New Rock Hall. We start at 7 p.m. and everyone is invited. Next Sunday, September 15th, we'll have an informational meeting about Youth and Family Ministries, aka YFM. It's a great opportunity to learn more about love in action with our youth. We'll start at 12:15 in the education room, and our children are sure to bring a smile to your face when you volunteer for YFM, and you might bring a smile to their face as well. We're getting close to our last call for vendors at our Pet Blessing event. So Monday, September 16th, is the last day to sign up to be a vendor. So be sure to let us know if you or someone you know might be interested. All you need to do is send the contact information. All the vendor needs to do is send the contact information via email to info@unitybonair.org, or you can call the church office. We have yet another great event coming up in October in honor and memory of Reverend Dwight Smith, and Lisa is here to share more about that.
Good morning, Unity. So, yes, I'm Reverend Lisa Marks, and as well as being involved here on the board at Unity, I'm also involved in the Science of Mind organization here, and we lost our beloved teacher and friend, Dwight Smith, 2 years ago. We've wanted to do something to celebrate him, and so we have decided to do an event that was Dwight's baby. And he called it Ignite Your Light. And I used to plan them, and they were just wonderful, wonderful experiences. So we wanted to do this somewhere where Dwight was known and loved and had a home. And so that's why we've chosen Bonaire to put this on. It's the weekend of October 11th and 12th, a Friday night and a Saturday. Friday night, there's going to be a meditation and singing bowls and music. Everybody who is involved in this weekend has been involved in other Ignite Your Lights. So we have Richard Gordon coming from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Armand and Angelina, who were dear, dear friends of Dwight's and Thelma's. Saturday is going to be speakers, and we're going to have dances of universal peace during the day. The theme of the weekend is peace. That was Dwight's dream for his life on earth. And you do not have to have known Dwight to come for this weekend, but you will leave knowing Dwight. So Dwight had a medicine name. His medicine name was White Dove, Keeper of Sacred Peace. This weekend, is in honor of that, is being called Keepers of Sacred Peace. And what better time than now to bring peace to our world, right? Amen. So lunch is going to be part of it. And it's being catered by JR and his daughter, right? And it's just going to be a love fest, really, in honor of someone that we all knew and loved very, very much. Part of the weekend is going to be that we're going to be doing these raffles. We've gotten some wonderful people to give gifts and services. And you'll be able to purchase raffle tickets and partake in that. So, and if there is anybody here who has a gift or a service that they would like to donate, please let me know. So, if you just come Friday night, it's $40. If you just come Saturday, it's $60. If you come, the biggest bang for your buck for both days is $85 for both. And if you want to stay and have lunch with us, then it's an additional $15. We need to know by the 30th of September what your plan is because of lunches. And if you don't sign up ahead of time, it's $100 at the door. So please come, please join us. It's going to be just an awesome experience because they always, always were. Thank you. Flyers are outside on a table so that you can pick up a flyer and see for yourself everything and everyone involved.
So we're overflowing with fantastic fun and fabulous transformational opportunities this fall. Be sure to keep up with us by checking your e-news, our website, and follow us on Facebook. And so now it is time for a special message from the Daily Word. The Daily Word has been continuously published since 1924 and is available digitally or on hard copy in our bookstore. The word for today is grace. Grace is an awareness that wherever I am, God is. It is my reminder to let God be God in me. Grace assures me that I am never alone on my journey through life, that no matter what I do or fail to do, I am unconditionally loved and accepted at the level of spirit. Grace touches every area of my life. In a lonely moment, grace is the overwhelming awareness that I am loved. It is the surprising way through a challenge I considered unsolvable. It is my whole body suddenly glowing with the power of divine life, even as I experience a health challenge. These are just some of the many ways I experience grace. Grace need not be, nor can it be, earned. It is a divine gift available at every moment. As I open my heart to divine grace, I am filled with indescribable peace. The scripture verse is from Hebrews 13:25. Grace be with all of you. And the affirmation, I'll say it once and then invite you to say it 3 times with me. Through divine grace, I am abundantly blessed in every way. Together, please. Through divine grace, I am abundantly blessed in every way. Through divine grace, I am abundantly blessed in every way. Through divine grace, I am abundantly blessed in every way. And now we have more music.
Thank you, Jim. Well, the music team is so blessed. We're so glad to welcome as a featured artist today, Karen Lynn, who's no stranger to us. And we also have Leon today, but we won't be hearing from him until a little later on in the service, right? Grander earth has quaked before, moved by the sound of his voice. Seas that are shaken and stirred can be calmed and broken for my regard. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well with me.
Far be it from me to not believe, even when my eyes can't see. And this mountain that's in front of me will be thrown into the midst of the sea. Through it all, my eyes are on you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well. It is well. So let go, my soul, and trust in Him. The waves and wind still know His name. So let go, my soul, and trust in Him. The waves and wind still know His name. The waves and wind still know His name. It is well with my soul. Sing with us if you know the words. It is well with my soul. Yeah, it is well with my soul. It is well, it is well, it is well with my soul. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it is well, it is well with my soul. Yeah. It is well, it is well with my soul. And through it all, my eyes are on you. And through it all, it is well. And through it all, my eyes are on you, and it is well with me.
Thank you all. So incredibly beautiful. So I'm doing a mashup today of talking about connection, growth, prayer, love, spirit groups. I'm throwing everything in there I can. So if you were to say to me, are you ready to go to heaven? I would say yes. And you know what heaven would be? It would be like going to Asheville, North Carolina, to a retreat center where there would be a group of people, open-hearted people who love to laugh, gathering to share their spiritual journeys and grow together. So that's what we're shooting for with spirit groups, a time for us to gather and have this incredible experience of connection. So let's talk a moment about connection. We say every week there is one presence and one power active in the universe and in our lives. I think love is a word for this power. God does not love anybody or anything. God is the love in everybody and everything. God is love. We are love, and we become loving by permitting that which is God to find expression in our words and actions. So if there's one consciousness, there's no room for separation and making differentiations. Jesus says these words that got him into a lot of trouble. The Father and I are one. It was a statement so blasphemous to the Jewish ears that it nearly got him stoned. But he doesn't see this as an exclusive privilege, like, well, I and the Father are one, good luck to you. No, he's saying it's shared by all human beings. Jesus invites us to trust and participate in our inherent union with God, and he modeled what that looks like. Union is the place we're called to live in the now. And just stop and think for a moment. Aren't we the happiest when we're connected to the divine within us and when we behold it in another? Because all people live and move and have their being in God. It's not just me and God are one. Even beyond this, everything that exists is held in the unity that is Christ consciousness. Everything that exists is one in Christ. So Brené Brown, who is a social researcher that I love, says these words: connection is why we're here. We are hardwired to connect with others. It what gives purpose and meaning to our lives, and without it, there is suffering. Well, to know the truth of this statement, all we have to do is think about a few years ago when we were in the midst of COVID and all our connections seemingly got broken. We quit coming to church. We quit gathering out in public. We looked on anyone with suspicious, or, do they have it? Am I going to get it? We created all this disconnection, and we're still coming out of that now. But the connection is the thing for which we were created. Then my beloved friend Jim Rosemurgy, and one of our spirit groups is on this book he wrote, Gatherings of the Few. And here he writes, our work is to extend our consciousness of wholeness, oneness, love, peace, joy, and harmony to humanity. That's our work. I can get on that bus, can't you? We discuss that we are governed by spiritual principles and cosmic forces. So, I don't know how many years ago this started, whether it was 10 or 20, but recently the science and the scientists and the theologians are saying similar things. They're saying there is a united field, a field theory in physics. Now, don't ask me to explain that. I had to look up how to spell physics to type this. But the bottom line is everything is connected. The mystics have been saying this for thousands of years. Now the scientists are saying this. They're having a little trouble proving it, but they'll get there. So we in unity think that realizing connection is the one big thing. Myrtle first, then Charles discovered the power within themselves and began helping others discover the power within their lives. They built a community that prayed with anyone who wanted prayer. They built a place to gather for fun, for printing materials, for learning together, for welcoming those who were searching for truth that resonated within their hearts. Do you hear all the connection in everything they were up to. That's our inheritance. So we're embracing and experiencing spirit groups here at Bon Air because it is a path to connection that is a great experience. Unity Worldwide is inviting each church to try this small group pattern and watch love grow and flourish. There are guidelines, so I want to briefly explain a few of them. When you get in a group, your host you'll get the whole 9 yards, but I'm giving you, 2 yards. So we all know that you can sit by someone in church and go have coffee in fellowship hall for years and not know them hardly at all. The idea with these groups is to make a commitment to come to the group every week because we are intentionally building connection and intimacy. We're asking you to commit to come each week. But if you're sick one week, we ask that you do not come and share that nasty thing you have. So as we show up each week and become vulnerable with each other, we honor the sacred human and divine in each other. A second thing, there will be opportunities to share in responsibilities. This is much more true in the book groups than in the active groups. But you'll have an opportunity to bring a snack, lead a prayer or a meditation, read a daily word, choose a song, organize the party or the service project. So we invite you to try something new, possibly a little bit out of your comfort zone, with the possibility of growing in different areas. Because the idea in the groups are both growth, transformation, and connection. So there are more, I already said that. There will be a party-like gathering at the end of each group. So each group decides how they want to celebrate. In a restaurant with a potluck, going bowling, listening to music, create something that floats your boat and have a great time celebrating the new friendships and connections that you have just been about making. And then each group will create a service project to reach out into the community together, picking something the whole group will do. So here's the truth of this. When we tap into this feeling of oneness, it's natural for us to want to reach out and share that beyond our community. And this church has a history of reaching out into the community. So this just increases our involvement with others and increases our own sense of joy. So I can't wait to see and hear what a fabulous time each group has doing this. So now I'm going to give you a quick descriptions. A brief description was put in the e-news, and since that was printed, we've already changed 2 things. So the one thing, my joints aren't very flexible, but the one thing you can say about me is I'm flexible when it comes to my mind, right? So we have 4 book groups. 2 of them will be done in a video format where Reverend Michael Gott is leading. Now, if you don't know this man, well, just, honey, buckle your seatbelt. He is the epitome of kindness, love, tenderness, and then if he opens his mouth to sing, you'll just fall out. So those are going to be great. The video stops and discussions happen, and the video starts again. And then the other 2 books are being led by discussion from the text and your own experience in your life. Then there are going to be two other ones that involve moving your body. So Howard and Susan are hosting the group on the oldest unity text on truth called Lessons in Truth. Michael calls it Transformed by Truth. Charles Fillmore asked Emily Cady to write some articles when they were starting their teaching process of sending out little pamphlets and magazines. So she finally agreed to do this, and it ended up becoming this 12-chapter book on how to grow in practical Christianity. Over 1 million books have been sold in many languages. If you're new to Unity, this is a great book to get basics. But if you're old to Unity, you know what? When you read a book a second or third time, you go, wow, I didn't see that the first go around, right? Because our consciousnesses are different. So it's good for new, old, everyone. Janet Loving Pitts is hosting another famous classic by Eric Butterworth called Discover the Power Within You. And this one is both Howard and Susan and Janet's are the video ones. So Michael's teaching on the video. This is one of Maya Angelou's and Oprah's favorite books. And again, another one, if you're new to Unity, to get grounded in basic truth teaching. Eric Butterworth was, I don't know this for certain, but I'm heading in that direction, that he was one of the most prolific writers in all of Unity history. He wrote lots of books. He ended up in New York City. Thousands of people attended his services every week. He's such an incredible teacher. Then we have two different people doing this one book, The Gathering of the Few. So Kathy Breese and Rebecca Skinner are going to lead this. Now, I want you to take notice. See how skinny it is? One of my favorite things, a skinny book. 70 pages. It's a powerhouse, though. It's an invitation to deeper consciousness with a beautiful prayer practice for the beginning and ending of each day. And I will be sharing some of these tidbits with you throughout this course. I'm not doing a chapter by chapter kind of thing. I'm going to duck in and take something out and share it, and we're going to run with it. So even if you're not taking the group, I invite you to pick up one of the books. We thought they'd be here by today. They're not here, but we've got we have all of the books coming in the bookstore. Only one of them is here right now. But we're not starting till much later in the month, so you have time to get them. Let's see. Okay. Then Reverend J.R. Adams will be exploring the book, This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes. Thelma was teaching this summer in her group, and I heard all kinds of fabulous things about it. It's an invitation to deepen your spiritual connection, to understand your divine nature and the universal love of the Great Spirit. So if you want to end up loving and believing in yourself more than ever, CJR. So heads up on this one. This is the one that's starting the week ahead of all the others. All the others are starting the Sunday after 22nd, and he's starting on the 19th. Now his is the only one that is in person and on Zoom. So that's another incredible opportunity. Then the last two groups are for those who like to shake a leg. So Emmy and Vicki Bruce will co-host the pickleball group, which is just almost the next church down the street. You'll have indoor courts, and all experience levels are open, and you bring your own paddle and ball. And then Bernadette and Kim will take you down really cool walking paths throughout our area. And so this is the only one where each week it's at a different place. So, and of course they will give you information ahead of time, and we won't have anybody lost wandering Richmond. So it's a perfect way to soak in the beauty of nature and make new friends. So I'm going to invite two of our members who've been in spirit groups to come up and share their experience, because I can talk to you all day long, but I like you to hear from your buddies here. So Vicki, come on up and get at that microphone, please. So Vicki started coming at Easter, and she was our most enthusiastic spirit grouper. She joined 3 spirit groups. So have at it, Vicki.
Hi there. Who said that? Yay. When the Reverend asked me to speak, I said, please don't do this to me. Please don't. But then she said, well, just look out at the crowd. Look at all of these people. They're just loving, and they're going to give you love back. So I need your love. So thank you. I came here 6 months ago. I have not been in a church service in the morning for more than 35 years. Okay, so walking down the parking lot, my stomach was rolling. I was kind of nauseous and going, okay, I need to get back in the car. You know, I can make an exit right then. So I said, no, Vicki, you can do this. So I come in, and there's some people greeting me. That was really nice. And then I thought, well, if I aim towards the door. So I went as close as I could. Someone took the back seat, so that didn't work for me. So anyway, I got pretty close, and so I knew I could make my exit. So 4 weeks later, I'm walking down the hall, and there are those tables, and I saw it, and I went, these look really cool. They're fun. Pickleball, I've never done before. So yes, you can play pickleball and know nothing. Going walking, you can't lose anything with that. And then the third one was the music group. So I wanted to just have fun. I had no clue what this spirit group was all about. I know nothing about unity. I know nothing about unity principles. I didn't know anything. So I literally signed up for 3 thinking they would be staggered. I didn't know they were all at once. However, that was a little overkill, but every one of them was absolutely wonderful. I knew that I would be able to be connected more because when I come in here, I just saw faces, but I didn't know the people, they didn't know me. And so I knew that was probably good for me to be in the spirit groups. But I had no clue what it was going to bring to me of the connection. And now, when I come in here, I don't know everyone, but they know my name a little bit. I know them a little bit. And it just opened a door for me that I had not anticipated. And then what made it even more magical was that I was getting some spirit stuff going on. And so that was really cool. And you go to the music group, which was, you bring your own music and something that you love, and it becomes intimate. And then we start sharing things that I normally wouldn't share with anybody. And the opening and the closing of each of the groups was just touching. So, y'all have opened those doors for me, and I hope that maybe some special treasure will come up for you. Miss Zita, who was one of the leaders of the spirit group for pickleball, we had a conversation afterwards, and she told me, she said, Vicki, you need to be true to yourself. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Just be true to yourself, and I appreciate that. So anyway, pickleball is the absolute best of all of them. So Emmy and I are leading the pickleball. You don't have to know anything, and I tell everyone that I do not run. That doesn't work for me. And everyone's very compassionate and loving and very sympathetic, and if you play for 5 minutes, that's fine. If you want to sit down and enjoy the group, that's fine. So, thank you so much.
And then we're going to thank you so much, Vicki. That was a great share. Amy's going to come up, who she led the music spirit group and was in the spirit group training that was at my house.
Morning, Unity. There's a whole lot of love in this house, and I would like to share, I, along with 14 other people, for 12 weeks, went to Reverend Patty's house to learn the basics of what Spirit Group was all about and to be a leader. And what I found, not just the techniques and the concepts of spirit groups, but what I found was what we've talked about today was connection. People coming to a place that's sacred and safe and loving and filled with compassion and filled with caring for each other that comes into that space. No matter what, whether it's a book, a piece of music. My group was a piece of music that you would bring a song that meant something to you, that you celebrated in your life, that you remembered other people by. It might have helped you to grow spiritually. It might have challenged you. It might have helped you to grieve. And we came together, springboarded from Reverend Patty's Spirit Group leaders. And I chose to be a leader and give it a try, but I will tell you, when you come to your group, if you start out as the leader, you're kind of the organizer. You invite people to come to the group, but what you find in the group is that we all are leaders. We all are there to share, to connect, to love one another, and to further deepen our understanding of what that thread of love, God's love, Spirit's love, that does connect every one of us. The next thing that our group did was Reverend Patty talked about snacks. And when I say snacks, I mean people in our group came together and they brought nutritional food. They brought all kinds of just wonderful fresh fruits, and a lot of love was put into the preparation of that food. The other thing is, as Vicki mentioned, that was really an organic process that occurred with our music group, is that people came and they weren't really exactly sure about how this was going to unfold, but through prayer, meditation, and just an openness, an invitation to love one another, people did begin to reveal things that they may not have thought they were going to reveal during that period of time. And we also give ourselves a place to create a place of safety and confidentiality. Now, I know pickleball has been, just touted as the best spirit group that has come. I will say, whichever spirit group that you join, you're going to begin a journey that ours was 12 weeks, and I will say that 12 weeks went by really fast. Our music group was 4 weeks of meeting at our host's home. Kathy Brees was our wonderful host. And then we had a week of, we were supposed to have a week of a service project, but because it was summer, we could not really figure out an actual physical activity, but we did contribute to the crossover ministry backpack program. But we went to, our celebration was, we went to O'Toole's. We had a wonderful dinner, and then we went to a yoga place in Forest Hill area, Westover Hills, that was like a sound bath with bowls and cymbals and different tones and just the vibration. It was amazing. It was uplifting. It was very relaxing. In fact, my group sweetly told me after it was over with that I quickly fell asleep and snored the whole time. But I will say I woke up very refreshed. I do encourage you to step out and be a part of this process. This is just the beginning, but there is definitely a thread that runs through our congregation here and at home, and it extends into the community, and it's palpable. Truly, it is. So, while you're out in the hallway, please talk to anybody. I'm going to ask everybody that's been in a spirit group so far if they'd stand up, so you can go to them personally. If you want to, stand up and say, "Here I am. Come talk to me." Thank you. Thank you so much.
So I was going to say, why belong to a spirit group? But they did that so great. We're going to skip that, and I'm going to close with a final instruction. So we are doing a first for registration. We've used the tried and true clipboard and pen method before, but we're not going to do that today because we're wanting to have both today and then going online for people to do it. So everyone who's here today, we're going to have you register online. It's going to be very easy. If that already makes you nervous, just know there's somebody with the laptop out there that will help you register. You can pull out your phone and go to Unity Bon Air website and click on Register for Spirit Group and do it yourself. But if you want some assistance, Joanne and Phil are sitting at the table with the congratulations balloon and the green tablecloth, and they will help you. So we're doing it a little bit different. So I'm going to invite you to put our fifth principle into your life. You can know a lot of stuff, but if you don't put your feet on it, it's worthless. So be brave, be bold, and get connected. Amen. All right, Claudia's going to help us get settled in, and Lucy and Julie.
I just want more. I just want more. More of you, God. More of you, God. I just want more. I just want more. More of you, God. More of you. Pour out all I have and lay down all I am, making room for you. Lord, I'm ready to open up my heart and receive not in part, but the fullness of who you are. Lord, I'm ready. I just want more. I just want more. More of you, God. More of you, God. I just want more. I just want more. More of you, God. More of you. Come and reach into my heart. Come and fill every part, Lord. Oh, I need more of you. Just one touch of your robe stills the weakness from my bones. Oh, I need more of you. Come and reach into my heart. Come and fill every part, Lord. Oh, I want more of you. Oh, come and touch one more hand. Stills the weakness from my bones. Oh, I need more of you. Just more of you. Just more. I just want more. I just want more. More of you, God. More of you, God. I just want more. I just want more. More of you, God. More of you.
invite you, if you're comfortable, close your eyes. Just allowing yourself to relax into this love that is living and breathing you. Move down into your heart space. This is where there is always an invitation to connect. Connect to the truth of your being, all the energies of Christ consciousness. Allow yourself to be present to love and joy and peace and faith and imagination, all these amazing qualities. So instead of talking, I'm just going to get quiet. Say, let's all dive in. Here we go. You to come back. This place, feel yourself supported by your chair, feel your feet grounded on the floor. Wiggle a little bit. You open your eyes, let this incredible, beautiful Christ light shine out for all to see, and for all of this, we are so very grateful. And so it is. Okay, Lapril is looking for her mate. Come on up. As they move forward, let's put our blessing up, and we will bless our tithes and gifts. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the joy of giving and receiving.
Sometimes I forget where I come from. Sometimes I forget where I'm going to. Sometimes I get so confused I lose my way. Sometimes I know you feel the same. Then I remember there is no way that God is not. Oh no, there is no way that God is not. Ha. There is no way that God in what I see. Sometimes I believe what I perceive. Sometimes I get so confused that I lose my way. Sometimes I don't know what to say. Then I remember there is nowhere that God is not. No, nowhere. There is nowhere that God is not. Woo! There is nowhere that God is not. You know, everywhere I am, I know what I got. Oh, I forgot to pray, forgot to be still and know, forgot to forgive myself until I forgave my soul. Forgot to ask for help, I forgot to say a word. Forgot to believe in me, believe in my spirit well. Go, Leon. Remember, there is nowhere that God is not. There is nowhere that God is not. There is nowhere that God is not. Oh, everywhere I am, I know what I got. Everywhere I am, I know what I got. Everywhere I am, I know what I got. You.
Okay, we've got our offerings, and Zita is going to share the tithes from our church, and we'll bless all of them together.
As I make this announcement, I'm going to invite the board members and the trustees to come forward, please. As you know, we truly are a tithing church, and it is my honor today to tell you who we're tithing to. In addition to our friends at Unity, Richmond Hill, Crossover Ministries, Habitat for Humanity of Richmond, Virginia, Restoration Fellowship Center, and Chesterfield County Food Bank. Yes. So I know Reverend Patty is like, what in the world? This is a surprise today. You know, one thing I always say that we are a loving people, but boy, we are not easy. And in that knowing, we want to take this day, set aside that the second Sunday in September would be Pastoral Appreciation Day. Yes. Patty, we just love you. We love you. So, in honor, but guess what? You gotta be the queen.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
So there's chocolate cake, which she loves, and a beautiful photo montage that our dear Becky helped us put together. So we thank you, we love you, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Well, last Sunday was the anniversary of me starting my third year here. So I'm just so appreciative to be able to be who I am and do what I do here. So so we're going to do a real quick blessing. We're going to say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we send it out with love and joy and peace, and so it is. So let's have our chaplains stand up. Oh, what an amazing gift we have with these group of open-hearted prayers. So grab one of them at the end of the service and be blessed by their gifts and talents and open hearts. And we want to bless all those who have made our service possible. So we had greeters at the door. Safari and Marcy are doing their thing. And we had a great fellowship team. We've had incredible music as usual. And Shari and Jody are in the back making sound and live stream possible. So let's give them our blessing. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are. And we see you doing amazing things. And here come our kiddos.
As the light, we are walking as the light of God. As the light, 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 as the light of God.
Good. We had a small class today. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of expression. We colored ourselves going to the beach in our monster trucks. We explored the front children's garden, and we saw the pumpkins out that have just sprung up, apparently. And we also talked about how God is in each and every one of us. And we played some instruments to connect with our music. Mm-hmm. And Maureen was a great help today, so thank you to her. And then, also, I'm going to read this for the second week in a row. So next week on September 15th, right after church, me, Janet, and Patty are going to have an information meeting for the YFM, and we're looking for ways to improve and grow our ministries, and we want to call on all of you to help us make this happen. It's not a commitment to volunteer, it's just a place where we can brainstorm and kind of pull some ideas together and also give you guys a look at what we're doing and make sure that we're all on, a good plane together and that we're all supportive of what we're going for and striving for. So if you can make it next week right after church, we would love to have you. You can bring your snacks and everything from fellowship. Will be in the education room. Thank you.
Okay, so let's do our blessing for our teachers and children. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are. And we see you doing amazing things. And let's stand for our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. La 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 la. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment